Road and Coastal Highway, so just be aware of that. 50 looking good, 589. And 113 from Bishopville to Berlin to Snow Hill, okay. Good go in Wycomico County on 50 from Willage to Pittsville to Walston Switch Road and Hobbs Road. Bypass around town moving and 50 good to the Bay Bridge. That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
Sam J.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, good
Hi,
morning.
good
What's up?
morning.
It's Bill and Jessica, Power 1017. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
We're great. We're great. Thank you so much for checking in. We're very excited. Emmy-nominated stand-up comedian, actress, writer, producer, Sam J. I mean, you're doing it. You've done a lot.
Awesome.
Wow. Very honored to have you on the show.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, absolutely. For people who don't know who Sam J is, of course, you are a comedian. You've, two-time Emmy nominee, WGA Award nominee for your writing on Saturday Night Live. You're also the first Black lesbian writer in the show's history, which is awesome. You wrote for the 70th Primetime Emmy Awards, MTV Movie and TV Awards, 2020 BET Awards. Should I go on? I mean, there's so much more.
That's awesome.
What haven't you done? That's the question.
Swim with sharks. No, I don't know.
Right. Have you ever done radio or done a podcast? How about that?
No.
That's next. That's next for you. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Radio seems like fun.
yeah, no, it is a lot of fun. But you know what you're doing seems like a lot of fun too. We got to talk about it. You People, Netflix, January 27th. Am I allowed to say that?
You people.
Look, am I even allowed to say that? What you mean, you people? What you mean, you people? What? Tell us all about it. I have heard all about the movie. Yeah, give us a rundown.
It is a movie. I would say it's a romantic comedy at its core, you know. It's about two people who fall in love and they're from different states and they're different races, and it's just about how that can be complicated and how even though people love you, sometimes they get in the way of what's good for you. But at the end of the day, love wins, you know what I mean? And it's a feel-good, funny movie, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Of course, love always wins in the end. You know, it's so crazy when you do get in a relationship, like all the people that are around you, how they try to get in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like look, it ain't about you. What you mean? They always love, and look, love family, but they always trying to get in it. Right? Am I right or am I right?
No, 100%. People meddle, you know, out of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know. Well, look, I'm definitely looking forward to it. There's a lot of other, comedy greats in the movie. Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. How was it working with some of these other, big star comedians and other actors and stuff?
It was great. Like, everybody was just so nice, you know, surprisingly. And, it was my first feature film, so I was very nervous. So I'm really appreciative to everybody, you know, Julia, Jonah, Eddie, Mia. Like, everyone was so gracious and made me feel comfortable and I think helped me have a good performance. So it was a really good experience for me.
Nice. Now, you were named one of Variety's top 10 comics to watch in 2018. You were also Comedy Central comic to watch in 2015. You've appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, and so much more with your comedy life. What do you prefer? What do you like doing better? You like doing more like on the comedy end? Is that like your first love? Because I know that's kind of how you got into it, right? Or do you like doing more, like acting, and as you're moving over to starring in movies and stuff? What do you prefer? What do you like better? What are you working on for the future?
I like doing everything, and I'm working on a little bit of everything, developing some shows. I'm going to do a new stand-up special, so I think comedy will always be a part of my orbit, and I couldn't imagine not doing it anymore or never doing it again. I love it, but I also like to act, and I also like to produce, and I also like to write, so I'm just being open right now.
Yeah, no, hey, that's the way to go, nowadays. So are you mainly, like, where are you out of? Where do you live?
I live in New York.
Okay, so in New York, you're a comedian. My wife and I, when we would go to New York, you know, a lot of people go to the clubs and stuff. We would always want to go to the comedy clubs. So do you, since you're, you know, you live in New York, can we see Sam J pop up at like a comedy club on a night? Do you ever do like
Of
just go
course.
to like the certain clubs, or do you just do like guest appearances or pop up out of nowhere sometimes?
I do all of it. Sometimes I'm scheduled. Sometimes I pop up, you know. But
okay.
yeah, I'm always doing stand-up in the city.
Which ones? Because I know, you know.
We want to go.
Yeah.
Which ones? Because we want to
Yeah.
go.
Well, wait, because let me tell you before you tell us the ones that we used to, I heard is Caroline's closing. Did I hear that?
Yes, it is.
Man.
It has, actually. It's closed.
The iconic Caroline,
Wow.
but you also the Laugh Factory, Ha. I know the Cellar. Like, what are some comedy clubs that we might be seeing Sam J if we make a trip up to New York City?
The Stand,
Okay,
the Cellar,
the Cellar.
New York Comedy Club.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
I'm all around. I get around.
What are some of your favorite comedians / and/or actors and actresses? You know, coming up, and you know, people you look up to.
I mean, I have a great deal of respect for Michael Che. I like a lot of people though. I feel so weird naming a few because I like so many people, and a lot of them are my colleagues. And you know, Hannibal Buress, Chris Rock, like some of the legends, newer people, Reggie Conquest, Kevin Iso.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of good comedy out there.
Wow, that's great. Well, look, Sam J, looking forward to seeing you people on Netflix. Can't wait.
That's right.
What's next? I hear you got some other major projects in the works, possibly with HBO. Are we allowed to talk about those, or we just got to stay tuned?
Yeah, you gotta stay tuned, man. But I got some things I'm working on.
Okay, very good. If people want to follow you on social media, how can they do that?
Sam SAMJJAY Comic.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. We appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Good luck with everything. You have a great day.
You too.
Power 1017 is on.